Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to start with a new video, that is Preamble of Indian Constitution. Preamble is an introduction and source of authority of Constitution. It contains ideals, goals, vision, objective, aims, value the Constitution wants to achieve. Tells the kind of society the Constitution envisages. Do all constitutions have preamble? No, it is not mandatory to have preamble. Government of India Act 1935 was a kind of constitution, but it doesn't have a preamble. 54 constitutions in the world do not have preamble, such as Belgium, Botswana, Canada, Denmark, Italy, Sweden, Thailand, Qatar. 134 countries of this world have preamble in their constitution, but 84 out of them call it as preamble and 47 don't call it as preamble. The shortest preamble of the world is of 11 words, that is the Constitution Preamble of Greece. And the lengthiest preamble is of Iran, that contains 3073 words, and second is China, that contains 1071 words. Please read with me the Indian Constitution's preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Some of the important case laws related to preamble is, in the case of Golaknath versus State of Punjab 1967, it was held that preamble to an act sets out the main objectives which the legislation is intended to achieve. It contains, in a nutshell, the ideas and aspirations of the constitutional makers. In the case of Stovell versus Zaus, it was said that preamble is a key to open the mind of constitution makers. In the case Reberry 1960, it was held that preamble is not part of constitution and thus can't be amended. In the case of Keshananda Bharti 1973, preamble is a part of constitution and can be amended. In state of UP versus Dinanath Shukla 1997, it was held that preamble is a basic structure and only way of the amendment in the preamble is addition to preamble. And there are only one amendment have been made in the Indian Constitution, that is 42nd Amendment, in which 3 words have been added, that is secularism, socialism, and integrity. In the case of S.R. Bommai versus Union of India, Supreme Court held that secularism is basic feature of the Constitution. In the case of Excelsior versus Union of India, the Supreme Court considered the effect of the word socialist in the preamble in the year 1979. And the preamble of Indian Constitution, it is clearly mentioned that we the people of India. That means that it is not just a group of people who are giving the Constitution. It is by the whole people of India. They are giving the Constitution to themselves. And it is clearly mentioned on that 26th day of November. That means 26th November 1949. The Constitution was completed and signed by all the constitution makers. But the Constitution came into force on 26th January 1950. Because in 1930, the Independence Day was celebrated on this particular day. So the constitutional makers decided to hold for 2 months to make the Indian Constitution, to make into enforcement, to make this 26th January as an important day for the coming generations. But this 26th this November is also a very important date Lit- in the starting years before the Modi Sarkar, this was called as Law Day, but now it is known as a Constitutional Day, which is on 26th November, every year celebrated in India. According to the Preamble of India, it is clearly mentioned that description of nation. Firstly, the description of nation is given, which consists sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. Three entitlements of the citizens is given,